Hello. A company called Eleanor's Diary contacted me and asked me if I would do a review of one of their kits, and they sent me over this one, and I thought it would be nice if my youngest daughter joined me, as she is the perfect age for this kit. With my correspondence with the company, they have expressed that this is aimed perfectly at 8 to 13-year-olds, and their aim is to get sort of parents and child sort of creativity together, you know, activities together, that kind of thing, and that's perfectly what we thought we would do. And we're always looking at things to do together because my daughter's a gymnast and doesn't get much time at home, so we always look for things that we can do together. And as she is obsessed with jewellery and bling and glitter, and we all know I'm obsessed with glitter, so she's a little bit like mommy, so we thought we would do this together. So let's have a look inside, Honeybun. Oh, hang on a minute. Can you pull that open for me? Carefully, we don't want to... It's a beautiful shiny box actually, which makes it a little slippery to open, but it is beautiful. Let's have a look what we get inside. So first off, the box outside is very pretty. We've got a lovely unicorn. Shows us a little bit of what we expect inside. So I'm expecting some really pretty things inside. So what have we got? Now I will have a link down below to the kit on Amazon. So what have we got? Right, what have we got? We've got some lollipop sticks. So those are probably for stir sticks. Okay, what else have we got? We've got some resin, and it says clear and hard UV resin. It looks like we've got 2 of those. Are they both the same? Yep, and those are 2 20-gram resins. Okay. Now I'll give you a close-up of all these after. Oh, we have, now that looks like glue, B6000. Now I'm used to using E6000, and that says, I'm sure that's a B, B6000. And it just says L James, so that's glue. And what do they look like? She's too shy to speak. Those are stir pots. Now what's this?
Mold.
It's a mould. So it's a bead mould. Yes, they do look different. So if you can see, I'll take some pictures. So we've got some plain, and some smooth, and some faceted. So I've used this before, if anybody's seen any of my videos before, to make like the Pandora European style beads. So this is really nice. Oh, what's this?
Glitter.
Glitter. I think they're like meat. They're not chunky, but they aren't fine. So they're a medium glitter. So that's nice, and that's nice. So we've got a nice selection of colours there. Now we have, oh, this is stuck. How many do we have there?
3.
Okay, we've got 3 there. So we've got, so this looks like the necklace. So we've got black, pink and lilac. Those are nice colours actually. I like the colours of this. I like the theme colours of this. Now we've got, there's quite a lot in here actually.
The clips nice. For the mold. Yeah,
these are for the beads. So they're like the end caps for the beads. So you need 2 caps per bead, so 1 to go either side. So that's good. I'm not quite sure how many are in there, but that's nice. And what's oh, these look really nice. Do you want to open that for us while we're having a look and see what that is? Because I can see in here we've got some finger cuts, and those are important when we're doing resin. I normally use, and I will glove you up, I normally use gloves, but these, which I've been doing in a couple of videos lately, I've been using the finger cuts, And they, when you're doing fiddly things like, thank you, when you're doing fiddly things like this, actually finger cots are really useful. So I'll probably glove you up totally, sweetheart.
Super.
Right, so let's have a look at these. These are really pretty. So what have you got on the end?
The chain.
You've got
a
heart on the end of there. So those are bracelet chains, aren't they? Now these are necklaces and these are bracelets.
You unscrew it to put the beads on.
Ah, so it is like a European. It's unscrew it. Pandora style, you unscrew
it back on.
Okay, so that's the end cap to get the beads on, and then to actually do it up to wear it, you have got a clasp. Now, these obviously aren't real silver or anything like that, but they've got a nice weight to them, and they don't look, you know, they look nice weight, and they do look like they have got a nice bit of durability to them. They don't look like they're going to fall apart in 5 seconds. So I actually think that they've got a nice weight. I think I quite like that. Don't you think?
Yeah.
They've got a quite nice. Now, what else can you see in there? Oh, you've gone for the charms. Let's have a look at charms. You've got them on Miss hands. And you pick them up.
2 dolphins.
Oh, okay.
Wing. A
wing, yeah. Oh, like an angel wing,
yeah,
right?
Like
okay.
a heart key with wings.
Okay.
A love tag.
Oh, that's pretty. Ah, like a stamp tag, yeah.
A unicorn.
Is it a unicorn or a Pegasus? I can't see if it's got a... Oh, it might be a unicorn. I can't see if it's got a...
This one says love you on it, like 100
Okay,
times.
I'll take some photos of these and do some close-ups for you.
2 cherries.
Oh, like the twin cherries, yeah.
And a leaf.
Okay. Those are really pretty. So you get a nice selection
of
dangly beads. That's nice. And of course we're gonna make the colours of the beads. So with the UV resin we're going to use the glitter. So this is our colours to add in so that we can make. So we're using the glitters as our colours.
These are colourful dangly ones. Those are just silver.
Let's have a look at them.
Got 2 pearls.
Oh, lovely. Oh, those are pretty, yeah. Okay.
A shell and a pearl.
Nice.
Oh, bunny on a moon.
Ah. Now Annie's just had a bunny for her birthday. So she's quite into bunnies at the moment.
A rainbow in the wrong colours.
Oh yes, Mariah Elizabeth would be going mad. The colours of the rainbow are not right.
They're like a princessy doll.
Oh, okay. Pretty. So we've got some. I do like the selection.
A mermaid, but it's like.
So it's a silhouette of a mermaid rather than actual coloured in like the princess.
Another shell.
Okay.
Unicorn.
Cool.
And then a mermaid tail.
So I do like the selection. You've got quite a few. I do like the selection of things you can add on. So that gives you some ideas. So inspiration. So be thinking of some inspiration, darling, for what colours you want. So what did you get in there, honey bun?
I think there's 2 of each.
Okay.
Got
Let's
these
see.
green ones.
Ooh, sparklers. We like some sparklers. Oh, these are pretty. Ooh, I like these. And they have got some really good weight to them. Okay. Ooh, these look good.
Blues, hearts and stars.
Oh, these look lovely. Okay. Again, I'll do some close-ups. Better than my hands. But
some little like carriages.
Oh, so pretty.
Like people in them.
People in them? Oh, there is people in them.
There's this one that's got flowers on it.
Is that picking that up, sweet pea?
No,
Okay.
no.
Have a look. nice daisies.
And
Like
then
little daisies.
little dolphins.
Hold it still, baby. Cool. Is that dolphin? Oh yes, it is. It's
Oh,
dolphins.
there's another dolphin one.
Yeah.
This one has like, I'm not sure.
Let's have a look. Oh, you have to put it down, Bobby.
Mum, what's on?
I can't see my sweetheart. My glasses won't let me. Let's have a look, my
I
babe.
don't know. It's pretty though.
I think that, oh, that might be a star in the middle. I think that's just sort of, yeah, patterns. Stars, I think that might be.
These look like leaves.
Okay.
think.
Let's have a look.
Leaves.
Mummy's going a bit cross-eyed. Oh yes, they do look like nice leaf patterns,
These
yeah.
are red. They're like the green ones.
Oh yeah, oh yes, bling. Oh yes, like little.
Then we've got this purple one, which is like a bit thicker.
Okay. Oh yes. So there's plenty of colour choice in here, which
Yeah.
corresponds to the glitters, which is nice. They have thought about the colours of here. Those,
And also there's some
wow,
like
that is definitely some bling there. Oh, these are really nice. I do like them. Okay, we're going to get set up and then we're going to choose our colours and see what we're going to do. Back in a minute. Okay, so before we start, let's have a little rundown and a look at the manual, the instructions. So you've got, it's a very cute little manual. You've got all different languages. And so here we've got English and we've got a list of the items in the box. And then we've got some little pictures, which are dead cute. And it says function. It not only allows children to experience the joy of creation, but also cultivates children's hands-on ability, colour perception and matching ability, attention, imagination and creativity. It then goes on to say about the making the glitter resin beads. It is recommended that adults make the beads. Now, I totally agree with that. Use all safety precautions when you're using resin. Do not let the UV resin touch any part of your skin. It is not recommended at all. Now, I've been using UV resin for many years now, as well as epoxy resins and other products. I am fully prepared for my daughter to use the resin with me. I'll be doing the measuring, but I want Annie to have a full experience with this kit, but she will be totally gloved up. I'll be using the finger cots, but she will be totally gloved up, and at no point will I let any of the resin touch her skin. But if you are not used to using resin, do the resin yourself as an adult and let the child do the creativity bit after. Let them make the choices with the colours, things like that. Don't let them play with the resin. I think that is a good point. I wish it was a little bit bigger on there, but I think that is a good point. And then it goes on to tell you to add the glitter and let the stir well. If there are bubbles, let it stand for 10 minutes and then pour into the mould. We will be stirring slowly. We do not want any bubbles. But I do find that when you add glitter to UV resin, it tends to help disperse the bubbles. It's really good. And then it says about sunlight. If you're using, now I'm going to be using my lamp, my 90 watt lamp. It's a great lamp, but if you've only got, I've also got lower wattage lamps. I'm just using this one for speed today, but a lower wattage lamp will work. It just takes a little bit longer. If you haven't got a lamp, use sunlight. It does cure resin. I have done that before, and it doesn't have to be a massively strong sunny day. It just takes longer. Now with the clear moulds, you just turn them over, keep turning them, and you will get an even cure. Keep watching it. And you could also put, if you're using some silver foil on the bottom and giving you an amplified cure, and that helps really well. Remove moulds, apply glue. So we'll go through all that. We'll do that, but let's get choosing. Let's get some colours in there and let's have some fun. this is what we have. I would like Annie to choose, we're going to make one necklace and one bracelet, and I would like Annie to choose, first off I want you to choose the glitter, Annie, which colour glitter for your necklace. Okay, so which necklace are you going to go with? So we're going lilac, okay. And then, so I'm going to put this one side and I'll show you her choices after so that we can think of the design of this. So for your main charm for your necklace, what are you going for? What do you like? What have you chosen? Oh, she's chosen the dolphin. Okay, and then we're going to do some of these with the resin with these colours. Okay, so for your bracelet, Annie. Okay, so we've got this, and then what is your colour of glitter for your bracelet? Oh, we're going pink. So you have a specific, so we can get our imagination going, which specific beads that you, okay, so there's your danglers. Okay, and do you have a specific bead that you like? You like those two. Okay, so we'll start with those and then we'll see how much we go along. Okay, so that's what Annie has chosen, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, as we go along, we can add to these, but these are the core things that we've chosen. And so we're going to put these to one side, and then we're going to have a look at those choices. So these are the choices Annie made. This is the bracelet, this is the necklace, and these are the things we're going to be using. We're going to have stir sticks, our little pots. These are the once we've made the coloured beads, these are the centres for European beads to go inside, the resin and the finger cots. Now I'm going to get some more finger cots. The only thing I would suggest that could have made this kit better would be more finger cots, because once they get sticky with resin, I like to throw them away. Resin is very sticky, very gooey, and it doesn't come off very easily, so it's not something that I would want to reuse with the kit. So I think 4 finger cots to me isn't enough. I would like to have seen at least 10 in this kit. We will show you the process and we'll see how pretty we are after. Okay, so we're going to start off with the bracelet, and we're going to do pink, and I've got my lamp ready. Right, Annie, do you like the faceted side or the smooth side? You like the faceted side. Okay, do you want to open the stir stick, sweetheart? And we'll put all these things to the side for the moment because we don't want any resin on them. You glove it for me, please. So I'm putting Annie in full gloves, and then I'm putting on the finger cots. It might be a bit big for you, sweetheart, those are mummy's, but so I've put on the finger cots. You just pop them on top, finger there, and then just roll down. They are easier when you're used to resin because they give you the rest of the dexterity of your hands, but from my daughter I want her totally gloved up and covered. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got, yeah, put those to one side, we don't want. So we've got hard type resin. Now normally with resin you have a stopper. Yep, some you have a little plastic cap. This one we have. So just bear 1 second, I'm going to take this off. Okay, so I've got the lid off. Okay, sweetheart. Right, and I want you to get a nice, don't hold it outside, I want you to get a nice, and pop it straight into the, now we are going to get covered, aren't we? I think you should do 2, don't you?
Oops.
We end up getting covered in glitter, don't we? Okay, now, nice and slowly, we don't want to add bubbles. I want you to stir that.
I'm going to stop it from going anywhere else.
Okay, I want you to nice and slowly stir in the glitter. That's it, so everybody can see. Stir in the glitter really slowly. We don't want to give, if you stir fast, you're going to introduce bubbles. So nice and slowly.
Do we need any more?
Just keep going. I want to see, it depends. If you want your,
I want it really glittery.
you want it really glittery, so hang on, we do not want to be putting that stir stick back into the glitter. So, and what we're going to have a look, well, now let's have a little look. So we can have a look, and because it's clear, we can see that's evenly distributed. That will be what your bead will look like. Do you want your bead to look more glittery than that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's... Okay. I'm going to put the lid on this before we get any more. You're like your mother. We get glitter everywhere. Actually, I think she's messier than me. Okay, slowly scrape down the sides as you're going. A little bit like when we're making cakes. Slowly down. And do you think it's evenly distributed?
Yeah.
Okay, now stop stirring for a second and let's have a little look. We look like we've got lots of... Now the good thing, when you introduce glitter into resin, it seems to help disperse the bubbles naturally. So, now, with the help of some tweezers, I'm going to hold this out the way for you, and what I want you to do is not high up, all the way down. Sorry, we've got a little fly joining us. Right the way down. Let me show you first, and then I want you to do it. So I want you to hold this out the way for me. So we'll go, with your other hand, hold the mould.
The middle one or the outside one?
Well, it doesn't matter, whichever one you choose, but hold the mould flat. Hold the mould nice and secure. And make sure everybody can see. Now I don't want you to overfill, I want you to get, we don't want to be all this, we want a nice amount. And then I want you to drop a droplet into the centre. Now, it's going to get staticky and it's going to try, but I want you to really gently drop it into the centre, drop by drop, and we're going to let that, can you see? Right, now I want you to have a go, and it doesn't matter how slowly you do it, because I can, okay, no, don't want that big one, I want a little one, that's it, and I want you to come down low, that's it, there we go, see? And I want you to try not to get it on the centre, because the more, we can wipe the top, but I want you to try nice and gently. Now before you cure, I want you to wipe, we're going to wipe the top over, because we don't want any excess. Okay. And I hope you can see that. And I'll zoom in a second so that people can see a bit more. It's a little bit slippery. Now let's just zoom in so that people can...
I think we need more.
Right, let's see. I hope that's... Okay, so let's move your hand slightly out of the way, darling. Let me see if I can... Right, no. Okay. It is a bit slippery, sweet pea. But it is silicone, so it will go round. I'm just holding it out of the way to give you a bit more space. So try and get your hand... Okay.
We need a little bit more.
Yeah, we do. We want to fill it right up to the top. That's it. Try and keep it. Now, We are getting close to the top, so we're going to give it a good tap. I'm going to tap it too and give it a shimmy. And then we're encouraging any bubbles that we do have now. Let's give it a little lift and see. I think we are nicely full there. I think we have come right up to the centre. I don't want any bulging over the top, and I don't want any, but I think we are nicely. Now, nice way to tell is if you can use a stir stick, and we can go straight over the top and see whether we are, and that should give us a nice flat. Now I can now see that I've got a tiny bit of excess, and the more I clean up now, the less we clean up when we've cured. Right, sweetheart, if you want to put that under the lamp for me, and we're going to pop that onto 60 seconds for me, and we're going to do that in increments, and we'll be back. When I'm doing any moulds that are clear like this, I always turn over and cure the other side as well. I've done 3 minutes in total. Right, Annie, I want you to demould it. I want you to hold the mould like this, and I want you to gently push into the centre evenly. Press it carefully. Okay, is it hard all the way through?
Feels like it, yeah.
Okay, pop it down and let Mummy have a look. Oh yeah, now on this mould we have got, filling it up to the top, we've actually got a lip. So we'll need to...
Can we file it up?
Yeah, we can file that down. So we actually need to stop short of the mould. So that's going to be slightly tricky. We can see, I don't know whether you can see that, the mould. Now whether, let me see. Oh, those are stuck together. That's not...
I'll try.
So you can, but it's still sat proud. So when we do the next one, we'll remember that we don't want to go quite right to the top. Right, while you're curing, put your resin to one side, because if you put your resin in front of your thing, you are going to end up with a whole cured pot of resin. Right, let's try again, and we won't fill it quite so much. Okay, we're going to cure this one. Okay, right, so that's second bead, and let's see if we've got the levels. Now, Annie has just said to me, when we've pulled it out of the thing, it's hot. Yes, resin is hot when you first pull it out. That's because curing is a chemical reaction.
Still need to file it.
But is the bead fully formed? It is slightly better though, isn't it? It is slightly lower. Okay, so these are going to need filing. Now you can file really easy with a normal nail file. So I will in a second show you how to quickly file these. You pop on your face mask and you file away with this, and it is simple. You get like a wet wipe or something because you want to clear up that dust. It's simple. But I'll show you how to do it. It's easy. Right, I'm going to carry on. We're going to carry on and make some more beads for this bracelet, and we'll be back, and then I'll show you how to file. My daughter is at gymnastics. She's training, so I'm going to get on with this little bit while she is out. So we have done the selection of beads for the bracelet now. We've gone ahead and weighed them. Each bead is roughly 1 gram. slightly just under. If you don't want to do this next step, you could, there is nothing to say that you can't just, let's see if my camera will focus there. There's nothing to say you can't just pop those on the top and they will be okay. Now they will stand a bit proud, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I'm going to take a simple nail file and I'm going to file, just gently, I'm going to file that lip away. It doesn't take much. The resin is not concrete. It doesn't take much. So what I've done is I've put a wet wipe down. You do not want to breathe the dust in. Now we have all, because of the world of COVID, got little dust masks. If you have a big mask, absolutely go ahead. Okay, see how easy that was? Hardly any time at all. The lip's virtually gone. Literally hardly any strokes at all, and it's done. Dead easy, nail file, simple. So, although I prefer that lip not to be there, it really is fixable, really easy. Anybody can do it. Just a wet wipe minimises the dust. Wipe over the top with another wet wipe. Simples. I'll go ahead and do the rest, and then that's it. Now we need to glue on the end caps. So I'm going to, this way around, we're going to have a look at the glue now. So, oh, okay, so this is actually quite nice actually. In the E6000 I've used before, we haven't had this. So this is, I'm quite impressed. This has got a nice, so that's so that it doesn't get, so the glue's already open, I can see a thread there. And then we've got a little pin running down the centre, whether you can see that, so that it doesn't get all glooped up. So I'm quite impressed with that. That's quite a nice touch. So let's have a look, and you get your first bead. So it says to put the glue, it just shows us a picture of the glue on the bead, and stay nice and still because I don't want to put any glue on you. Oh, hang on. There, no, I can see it now. Oh yeah, I can see it now because it's a bit stringy. A bit stringy, so I can see it. Right, let's stay still. Okay, now we've got a thread, so I'm going to pull the thread back. Now you pop that in quickly. Now I'm going to pop this little. Okay, now we're going to do one side. Careful you don't get any glue. Don't touch the glue onto the glue, and then we're going to pop that down, and then we're going to do the other ones. Okay, right. So we've done this one, and off camera Annie's just done these for me, but the door just went, so I had to turn the camera off briefly. So Annie's done those, but she's had to go, so I'm going to carry on doing these. So let's have a look and see whether, yep, those are sticking. Oh, I'm dropping them. No, yeah, they are sticking. But it is taking, it does say 10 minutes, it is taking the 10 minutes to stick. But I'm really digging this glue, you know. When I use E6000, it is a little bit messy. But I'm loving this, the way we've got this nozzle, whether you can see, and the way we have this here. I'm loving that. It's really, really useful. And actually, can you see where I've sanded, where it's dull? That is fantastic for the glue to adhere to. Squeeze. So I'm not going to say how much, I don't know how much. It is a bit stringy, but then these glues are. But this is so, try and do it, this is so easy to glue these. Right, I'm going to do the rest of these and then we'll come back. Okay, hello. Everything's been prepped. We have all the beads that we think we're going to need, but we can always add more if we want to. So Annie, do you want to take the end cap off the bracelet? We'll put that one together first. So I'll move these over while Annie shows you how she thinks the end cap comes off. Okay, so simple enough. Now put your beads on how you want them. There you go, pink first. She's laid them out how she wants them on. Okay. Okay, so we're going. Okay, so there's a nice, so it's very similar to Pandora. There's a nice gap. There's a nice weight to it. Okay, so we're going pink. And then I'm going to test the size of this against Annie's wrist, and we're hoping that it's going to fit. We haven't looked at the size against Annie yet. But there's a few rings on it, so we're going to see. And we have quite filled it up with beads, so if it's too big, if it's too small, we can always take some. We've really filled it up. I'm going to put the end cap back on. Okay, so lay it out on the table, Annie, and let's have a look at your finished design. It's very pretty. And we'll do some close-up. So let's try it on your wrists, sweetheart. Mummy put it on for you. So let's have a look at the actual chain itself, because once you put the beads on, obviously your chain gets shorter. So now bearing in mind I said Annie's a young teen, so it nearly fits, but you've got plenty of loops there, so you could really, there's plenty of room. What do you think? Oh, very pretty. Very pretty. Right, so you wear your bling while we put the next one together. So we've got the necklace. And now this one we're going to keep quite simple. So she's gone for the dolphin charm. We've made 2 beads for the centre of this one. And then she's picked the 2 dolphin beads. Okay, so you pop those now. Let's have a look how, let's see if these are going to go through the centre. Okay, they do go through the centre. Okay, so like that, so we can see the design as you go in. Okay. Does that fit on? Ah, have we hit a snag? we've hit a snag. The chain does not fit through the hole.
I'm trying to get through tweezers.
Right. I happen to have, because I make jewellery, I happen to have some jewellery pliers. Now, this is something that they're going to have to look at. If we're making necklaces and the centres of the beads don't fit.
I'll try again. They're just too thick.
Yeah. So that's something, that's a shame. So
do this one.
Yeah. So what Annie's going to do, hold it gently and keep it steady, darling, so that the camera will focus. She's going to open the jump ring gently, don't go too hard, and she's going to pull it and then pop that down. Then she's going to slide all the beads on. Okay, so slide them on in the order you want them, and then we're going to pop the jump ring back on. If you don't have a pair of jewellery pliers, you may want to do the bead without the centre.
We have them there.
If you do,
yeah,
we do have a bead without a centre. Yeah, and the bead will fit. So if you do not have a pair of jewellery pliers or another way of opening that jump ring, do the beads without the centre and you'll get it on. Now when you're popping that back on, darling, remember how Mummy showed you. Now remember how Mummy showed you, just pull it straight back towards you. Now check the alignment.
That's how it was before.
Okay, let Mummy just...
That's how it was.
Okay. Let me check the alignment, and we want to make sure that it's just nice and tight, and then we'll just push down from the top and keep the alignment together. Okay, now you can put that on the table so that everybody can see the pattern you've made. Pull it up, and that's very pretty. So these are the two designs that Annie has done. They're very pretty, they're very sparkly, and I'll do some close-up shots and everything, but we're really pleased. All in all, I really like this kit. We liked the selection of beads, didn't we, Annie?
Yeah.
What was your favourite beads, do you think? Which one do you like the best?
The dolphin.
You like the dolphin. And I like the fact that we've got dolphins here and dolphins here, so that we can actually make a themed one on that one. So yeah, I think it was easy to follow. I liked the fact that I liked the quality of the resin was nice. It wasn't bubbly. It cured really nicely. I cured the beads for 3 minutes each. I didn't find any problems with the resin. The glue was good. Yeah, I didn't find any issues. The only issues I've had is, I think, finger cuts, we could have had a couple more, and we've just found an issue with the ends of the necklaces. But all in all, I think it's really good. The quality of the resin seems good, the quality of the glue seems good, and there's a nice weight to the beads. So yes, and we've had fun, haven't we, Annie?
Yeah.
You've enjoyed doing it with me, and it's a good mother and daughter activity, or mother and child, or whoever wants to do it together. It's a nice activity to do together. It's a nice you know, it's a nice enjoyable activity together, and it's not too complicated, and we've had lots of fun. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon. I will be doing another video using the same kit, but I'm going to put my own twist on it. So I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye bye. Annie, you going to say bye?
Bye.